Hey y'all, it's X, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a tier list, which I haven't done on the channel yet, but I'm really excited to do. So today we're going to be doing a tier list of all NFL quarterbacks in the league. Basically, this is going to include backups, starters, people who probably shouldn't even be on a team, but I digress. So this is going to be a pretty long video, I guess, so let's just jump straight into it. Now, the tiers that we have the Mahomes tier, which let's just go ahead and put Patrick Mahomes in there. He is on a completely different level than other quarterbacks. He wins Super Bowls with teams that are basically just like, how the hell are you winning? Even though, like, recently he hasn't put up, like, craziest stats, I mean, we know he can when he has the weapons to do so. So, Mahomes will get his own tier, as he's obviously the best quarterback in the league. Now, we have top 5, which is really, like, going to be 4 guys. Top 10, we're going to have good starter, which is probably, like, above average. We're going to have mid, which is just somewhere between, like, 14 and 18 on the quarterback list. Or no, probably a wider range than that. It would probably be like 14 to like 21 for mid. And then low end is like anything in like the lower 20s. Backup is like you shouldn't really be a starter. So probably not a top 32 guy because there's about 40 something names on this list. So we're going to start off with Marcus Mariota. We're just going to throw him into the backup tier. When I go through and organize this, he'll probably be on the higher end of that because I think he is a solid backup. Like he definitely should have a roster spot. But I don't think he's like a starter for most teams in the NFL. At best, he could be like the 31st or 30th best starter in the league. So I'm not going to say too much about him. Justin Herbert's next. Now, if we're projecting for the season, I think Justin Herbert is top 10. Right now, I would probably put him top 5. But I think he's not going to have as good of a season because he just doesn't really have guys with him. So if I'm projecting for this year, I am going to put Justin Herbert in top 10. For Jordan Love, obviously the news just broke that he just got paid a lucrative amount of money off of one season of playing. I love Jordan Love. So funny, pun totally not intended. I like Jordan Love a lot, but I just don't think he deserved that contract after 1 year of starting, and he didn't look like the crazy, like he was like very good quarterback. He brought the Packers to the playoffs. He didn't have like a crazy season, so I don't know. But I'm probably going to throw him, as of right now, I mean, things could always change. I'm going to throw him in the top 10 right now. Again, I don't really have my names set up right now. I don't have, like, the guys that I'm going to put in each tier just in my head. I'm kind of freestyling this. But right now, Jordan Love will be top 10. At worst, he's going to drop to good starter. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to start him at good starter for now because I don't think he's on the same level as Herbert just yet. Drake May, I was going to have, like, a rookie tier, but, like, I do want to kind of project where these guys are going to end up. I think Drake May for the first season is probably going to be a low-end guy. I don't think the Patriots really have the supporting cast for him to be amazing. And I just think he's going to have a lot of rookie growing pains. I don't think there's going to be I think there's only going to be one quarterback who I'm going to have above low-end. So we'll see with that. Davis Mills, backup. He was okay for the time that he had to start before they were able to draft C.J. Stroud, but obviously not a guy that you want starting on your team right now. Bo Nix, I think he was drafted a little bit high. I'm leaning towards putting him at like the top of backup or bottom of low end. Do I think he's going to be better than Mariota right away? Probably not. So I think we're going to put Bo Nix in backup right now. I don't think the Broncos are an amazing team. So I think I'm fine with putting him here for now. That's, again, subject to change. I don't know how incredible. You know what? No, we'll be nice for now. I think he has more potential than these guys, so he could be really good because he is an older guy. So we'll put him in low end for now. Jimmy Garoppolo, he can probably go on the higher end of backup. Definitely not the same Jimmy Garoppolo that got paid by the Niners years ago, but still a serviceable guy that you probably want on your team. Is this Mason Rudolph? Jesus, this list is deep. Throw him in backup. I don't really care. Mitch Trubisky, backup. Whoa, you trying to sneak off a little bit there, buddy. Aiden O'Connell, I would probably put it like top of low end. I think he's actually not bad. I think Aiden O'Connell is a really, really solid player. I just don't think he's really gonna have a chance to develop. I think Minshew is gonna start this year. So, oh well, we'll see with him. Brock Purdy is the next like important name up here. He's gonna go in the good starter tier. I don't think he's going to be top 10 just yet. I think his supporting cast makes him look a lot better than he is. I think he's a game manager, and he's very good at his job at doing that. So Brock Purdy is a solid guy. I can't wait to see the 49ers have to pay him $70 million because he's going to put up stats that make him look like the best quarterback in the league, but he's probably not. Sam Darnold, I'm debating between backup and low end for him. I mean, the fact that he's probably going to start for the Vikings this year makes me want to possibly put him on low end, and I did have him on my breakout list. So you know what? For right now, he will be in low end. Again, things could obviously change. Tommy DeVito, even though I love you, you're going to go in the backup tier. Joe Flacco, backup tier. Minshew Mania. Now, he is probably a high-end backup like Mariota, but I think for what he did for the Colts last year, I think low-end starter is pretty appropriate for him. Jared Goff, I would definitely put at top of good starter. Jared Goff was really good for the Lions last year, led them to a pretty deep playoff run, definitely revived his career a lot after like the narratives that he kind of had coming from the Rams, so I think he could be really good. Trevor Lawrence, I think, is going to be the first quarterback I put in this mid-tier. He hasn't broken out yet. He hasn't been absolutely horrible. I think he's kind of just mid at the moment, and I can't really project a breakout when I thought that's what last year was going to be, and he did not live up to that whatsoever. So Trevor Lawrence for now will just be kind of stuck in this mid-tier. Josh Allen, even though I hate to say it, he is a top 5 quarterback in the league. Pretty solid for the Bills. My problem with him is I just think he, as a passer, suffered when Brian Daboll left, and I don't know, like he just doesn't have great decision making as a passer. So I know he's a top 5 guy in terms of performance, but I want to put him in top 10 so bad just to hate, but you know. Kirk Cousins, next name, we're to put him in good starter. I think, barring the injuries, I think he's going to be just the same Kirk Cousins that we've seen this entire time. Very solid guy, can lead you to the playoffs. Probably not much more than that, though. But he'll put up really good stats for sure. So I think good starter. I don't think he's going to hurt your team whatsoever until the playoffs come. But, yeah, Kirk Cousins is fine. I don't want to put him in mid because he's definitely better than Trevor Lawrence. He's probably around this Brock Purdy area. A little bit worse just because of team difference. Caleb Williams, I think I want to put him in good starter because I think that surrounding cast with the Bears is going to be insane. I do think Caleb Williams is probably the best quarterback in this class. So it might be high to put him at good starter, but I feel like mid might be just a little bit too low. So you know what? I'm projecting. We're going to say Caleb Williams is going to be a good starter as a rookie. Desmond Ridder, you can be a backup. He's not that good. Jalen Hurts, I hate to do this as well, but he is also top 5. I don't like saying it because I think Jalen Hurts is insanely overrated, and he is very, very similar to what Brock Purdy's situation is, where Jalen Hurts just has this insane supporting cast, best offensive line in the league, best weapons in the league, top 5 defense in the league. Like, how do you not make a Super Bowl with that? You know what I mean? Like, he's made one now, obviously, but like, that should just be the expectation when you have that supporting cast. I just don't think Jalen Hurts is, in terms of talent, top 5. I think the Eagles just did a great job of surrounding him with talent to mask him. Kyler Murray, I feel like the general consensus on him is that he's mid. I think I'm a little bit higher on him, and I think he's probably a good starter in the league. Realistically, I don't know where I would put these guys, but like, I do think Kyler Murray is probably low-end good starter, top tier of mid. Tua, this might be a hot take. I might put him in mid. I can't lie to you. Tua's just been really disappointing in the playoff, but I can't put him above Kyler. So if I put Tua in mid, I'm putting Kyler in mid. I think we're going to start off with that. I think we're going to do something like this for now. Again, things could change. Tua might be better than Caleb Williams right away. I just think Tua has the weapons to do a lot more than what he actually is doing, so we'll see. Russell Wilson is next. I think low end for him is probably the best spot. I don't think Russell Wilson is the same guy that we saw in the Seahawks, and his decision making is so bad. It's so bad. He always is hunting for the big play downfield, and it always ends up leading to a loss of yards, and it's bad. Justin Fields, I don't think that he is that bad. I definitely think he was in a bad situation last year. So right now I'm going to put him at low end because I think he could end up starting for the Steelers, and I kind of want to see that. But we will see what Justin Fields ends up being. Derek Carr, definition of mid. He is captain mid. Derek Carr defined mid, generational mid. That is Derek Carr. If you just want mid, Derek Carr. That's your guy right there. Dak Prescott, we're going to put him in top 10. People are going to hate that. Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I'm not going to argue with anyone over this. I mean, I know he is disappointing in the playoffs, but in terms of talent and just if you want to think about the regular season, top 10 guy. There's not a lot of these guys, so he's one of them. On the lower end, but he is one of them. Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Watson might be the hardest one to rank on this entire list because I don't know if he's low end or just mid. Sometimes I even feel like he's a backup. He's somewhere within these three tiers. I might just put him at top of low end because he just hasn't performed at all recently. So I think we're going to go with this. Zach Wilson, bottom of backup, the MILF hunter himself. Bailey Zappi. Patriots fans are going to hate me, but backup. Jaden Daniels, I think he's going to be pretty bad this year in Washington. I don't think they're going to put him in a good situation at all. Anthony Richardson, I'm going to make a hot take. I'm going to say that he's going to be a good starter this year. The projections in terms of stats have him definitely being mid to low end as a passer, but I think Anthony Richardson's going to be perfectly fine. Jameis Winston, high-end backup. Sam Howell, probably high-end backup. Mayfield, good starter, mid, good starter, mid, good starter, mid. I mean, he did kind of put on a miracle performance for this Buccaneers team last year. It's kind of impressive. So, we'll go good starter for now. I don't think he's going to hurt your team in any way. Kenny Pickett, backup. Geno Smith, probably mid for now. CJ Stroud, I think I want to put top 10. I think CJ Stroud is incredible. I love CJ Stroud. Oh my, he is incredible. I think he's already on a trajectory path to pass up guys like Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert this year. I truly think Stroud is already a top 10 quarterback in the league, and he's so young, but like, I am super high on CJ Stroud going forward. Lamar Jackson, putting him top 5. He's my second best quarterback in the league. I don't like either of these two guys below him. People are going to bring up, the playoff success. He has like the same playoff success as Josh Allen. Hurts has made a Super Bowl. Congratulations, you won one more game. Congrats, Jalen Hurts. Daniel Jones, you're just fucking low end. Sorry for cursing. He's just low end. I hate him. As a Giants fan, I have burning hate. I hate him. I want to put him in backup. I'm so serious. I want to put him in backup. I don't like Daniel Jones. He can't be mid. He is a low end starter. Will Levis, if I'm projecting for this year, mid. I think he'll be fine. Aaron Rodgers for this year, probably bottom of good starter. Joe Burrow, last guy in top 5. I don't really have to say too much about these guys. JJ McCarthy, I don't even think he's going to start this year. If he does, it's going to be very minimal. So he's probably going to be top of backup, bottom of low end. Howell should be like here, by the way. No, I actually do like Howell more than these guys. McCarthy's probably top of backup. Penix, I don't even think he plays this year. Stafford, I think mid or good starter for Stafford. Probably mid. But he's like high up on that mid tier. And then Bryce Young, I think probably projecting him to be mid this year. Okay, so this is just the initial rankings. I'm going to sort this out and kind of just go through each of these tiers and think about who I want to change, who I want to move up. I think some of these guys in the good starter tier are going to move up to top 10 because I do need to fill out these names because we have 8 names right now and we could get up to 2 more into that top 10 range. So, yeah, we'll probably go from there. I'm probably going to move Tua up. I'm kind of regretting putting him in mid, to be honest, but we'll see. So I'll let you guys know when I'm done. Alright, so I think I got the list sorted out here, so let's start at the bottom. So I added a new tier called Practice Squad. These are guys that I don't even think are the backups on their team. They might just end up being the third string guys, realistically. It's like Mason Rudolph, Tommy DeVito, sorry to all the Italians out there. Zach Wilson, Bailey Zappi, Davis Mills, Mitch Trubisky. I don't think any of these guys should have a chance at starting, to be honest. I see no potential with them whatsoever. I changed the backup tier basically to guys who could start on some teams, probably not. This lower end is really pushing Practice Squad, but I think they're good enough to win games if necessary. Like, put them at 100% and they're just like, I cannot lose you the game. I can't promise that I'll win, but I might not be the reason that you lose. Low end, I think. Oh, I moved Justin Fields down to back to like top of backup tier because he's probably not going to start right away. And if he's really going to be on kick returns, I might just I moved Daniel Jones down in the low end tier. For mid, I think I moved Kyler Murray down and Stafford up a little bit. I put Derek Carr right in the middle of mid tier because he is captain mid. Tua, I ended up moving up to good starter. I think he's too good to be in mid. I don't know if he's good enough to be in good starter just yet. But I think I'd rather have Tua than most of the guys down here. Maybe not Stafford. So Stafford is somebody who I thought I could maybe move up, but I don't know. Anybody here move up? No. We moved Jared Goff and Jordan Love to top 10. It was between Jordan Love and Brock Purdy for who gets the top 10 nod. I'm gonna put Purdy. I am gonna move Purdy there. Jordan Love needs one more year to prove that he's top 10. I can't do that off of one season. That's just stupid. Brock Purdy, even though I don't think he's that talented, at least he has had a few good seasons now, 2 good seasons to actually prove that he is a quality starter in the league. So we are gonna give him the top 10 nod. And I think I ordered these guys. I think the order is actually fine. Top 5, I had Lamar Jackson at 2. I moved Burrow to 4, basically. Allen to 3. Hurts to 5. And then obviously Mahomes is the Mahomes tier. So that is going to be it. Let me know if you guys enjoy these tier list videos, because I definitely want to make more of these. I actually might just record another one right after this, just in case. But, yeah. Let me know if you guys mess with this, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember, leave, like, and sub. Peace.